Hello, everybody. My name is Kimora, and today we are going to be reviewing our very first episode of Season 4 of the Backyardigans. Season 4, Episode 1 and 2, which is our last double length, Robot Rampage. In this episode, Austin and Robot Roscoe run a repair shop in the futuristic mega city, where robots perform daily tasks and never break down. When the robots belonging to Uniqua, Tyrone, and Tasha malfunction, Austin and Roscoe must find out what is causing the problem. Evil Professor Bug Pablo is revealed to be making all of the robots in Mega City malfunction so that he can take over. It's up to Austin, his repair skills, and the help of his friends to defeat the steampunk professor and fix the robots. Now, this episode, I will say, out of the other double lengths, it falls a teeny bit flat. But to start off season 4, I think it did a really, really good job. Also, I also love the theme song. It's really, really good. You know, it makes you want to do a little bit of a robot boogie here and there, a bit of a robot dance, that type of vibe. I like it. I really do. And Austin, I absolutely love him. He is a perfect mix between being the hero and being super sweet and helpful. Super duper sweet and helpful. And all the robots were also a treat too, also really, really fun. They were really fun. And so was Robot Roscoe. He was also pretty fun too. And the whole vibe of this episode is so futuristic. And I really do like it. I really do. It kind of gives you a little bit of to the center of the earth, but with a more future 20th century type of feel, And I really like it. And they're all about saying all systems A-OK when everything really is not okay. And for some reason, tell me why Tasha's robot Raquel makes me think of the character Raquel from Barbie Life in the Dream House. Who watched that web series who watched that web series back then? That was my web series back then. You don't even know that was my favorite web series when I was growing up with doll media. But anyway, back to the Backyardigans. We're talking about a different type of B show, not that type of B show. But anyway, and the whole songs in this was just so fun. It was really fun. And Pablo. Oh my goodness, Pablo. He was funny. He was absolutely just, and I will say, this is my sensitivity coming out, I'm sorry. When I was a kid, he really did freak me out. He did. Maybe because I don't know what it was. Maybe because he was all dressed in black. He was all dressed in black. Everything was like mostly like a deep bloody red. I hate to say it, sounds so graphic. In his little place where he's malfunctioning all the robots, or maybe it was because he used like little bugs and stuff, and I hated that concept as a kid, like something so small infecting you and you don't even know it. Like, oh, that makes me kind of grossed out. It really does. And I also like the group's costumes. Robot costumes, and the scene where Roscoe is being so brutally honest with them about how they're not acting like robots before they sing the song Robot Walk. Like, dang. And that scene, this scene will always make me laugh. When Pablo literally goes ham on some Rocky Road ice cream. He licks the bowl clean. Like, dude, it's just ice cream. As me and my folks say around here, slow down, it ain't going nowhere. Like, golly. Golly. But, yes. Yeah, it's just... And I want to tell you a little bit of a fun fact. So, about you know how the others are like wearing roller skates, right? The other day I was like looking on TV tropes, and it talked about like the concept of like the characters wearing roller skates. And the whole reason why we don't see Pablo not just in this episode wear roller skates or like any other episode in the series is because I found this out on TV tropes. It's revealed that his feet are too stubby, right? So he wouldn't be able to roll in roller skates. I don't know if it was because he wouldn't be able to fit them or he was too stubby. One of the two. I don't like to use the word stubby in my. I don't like to use the word stubby for anybody who has that type of problem because but I'm pretty sure that's what it said on the website. I would never call him stubby at all. But yeah, that's a bit of good that's a honestly a an interesting fun fact how he can't wear roller skates because of how he's shaped, you know? That's really clever. Very, very clever. But and the and the scene where the girls are just like hanging on to Pablo's robot trying to get the remote back. Like, I swear it's a whole game of cat and mouse there. It is a whole game of cat and mouse. And just and don't get me started on okay, let me break this down. Imagine if you're watching the one part and two part of this. When I was growing up, I only watched the full movie. Imagine, okay? The scene at the very end of part one where they're all being surrounded by robots, right? Imagine being a kid seeing that. And then like the screen cuts black. And then it cuts to the theme, the ending song, like da 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 da. Like I was watching a retrospective and I was putting myself in a mindset of a kid, of seeing that type of ending, like your favorite characters being in that type of situation. I'm so happy I didn't see the part one ending of this as a kid because I would have been destroyed. Younger me would have been on the floor sobbing, out of control, being like, my favorite characters, I don't know what to do. How is it over already? Like, I'm so happy I watched the full movie. And oh my goodness, the scene that literally, like, you know I'm a Tasha stan, right? That scene where they're grabbing Tasha's leg, like, dude, they were not playing around. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Like, bro, they was not playing around. The robot literally grabbed my girl's leg. Oh my goodness gracious. Like, girl. Oh my God. It's just, and Pablo's scenes were just really, 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 whew. Pablo's scenes as a kid, they really had me scared, like covering my face with a blanket. For real. For real, for real, for real. And I mean, in his song, I Get Whatever I Want. When I was a kid, I was like, okay, some of us wanted to basically be like that. Like, I want to get whatever I want. But, you know, growing up, I realized, you know, whenever I think of that song, whenever I see like kids or like anybody who like really do get whatever they want or like think they can get whatever they want, makes me like really, you know, makes me really worried and feel sorry for that person because, you know, as a kid, you would think that like, oh my goodness, you're so lucky. But really deep down, it's the parents, you know, either they're just showering their kids with gifts or they're just like, I don't want to get too in depth or basically like just like trying to like neglect their kid to like forget about and not have their kid have like the proper needs. It's not all about presents, not all about getting everybody what they want because of the money. It's about having somebody who actually loves you, not just because of the money, but because they genuinely care about you, you know? So, on my side, I really think it's a good episode. I really do. I feel like this is a good way to start season 4. But compared to the others, they were good. It was good, but compared to the other doublings, I saw this one like not as much as a kid, so I don't have that much nostalgia to it, you know? But dude, you can't tell me that this episode did not eat. It did eat, okay? It did eat. The songs banger. Pablo was a was a very, very crazed but fun villain. Austin being just the heart of this whole double length, being the smart one, the techie guy, and just being the kind-hearted one who'll do anything because it makes him happy. And the other characters were good too, and the robot costumes are also good as well. And just this whole episode was really, really, really good. So for me, it's gonna get a 9. I really want to give it a 10, but nostalgia-wise, I'm giving it a 9. But that doesn't mean it was not a great way to start off the season. Now, you already know what that means. This is a double length, isn't it? And who do I have whenever I have a double length review? If you guessed, you know who. You are absolutely majestically right. I don't even know what type of word I just said. But anyway, presenting to give her thoughts on this sci-fi double length episode, introducing once again my friend, the marvelous, the lovable, the practical MLB Adventures.
Hey you guys! MLB Adventures is back in the Kimura house. Sorry if I sound exhausted. It's been a rough couple of months for the Adventures family. But I'm here now, and I'm ready to help with this review. Now, for the past 2 Backyardigans specials, we got some extremely awesome slapping theme songs. International Super Spy slapped. Tale of the Mighty Knights was metal medieval awesomeness. This one was alright. It was awesome. I loved the whole sci-fi vibe. I think the most interesting thing about this special and the episode as a whole is that this is the only episode in the known series where we actually get a 6th character with speaking lines instead of just, roaring or wah, wah, dragon lines, or Worman lines. This is the first time we've had a 6th character that actually talks. Roscoe the Robot. I really loved Roscoe the Robot. That was awesome. I really wish we could have gotten a sequel episode of this movie like we got with Tale of the Mighty Knights, Austin and Roscoe the Robot's friendship relationship was just awesome and so much fun to watch. And the funny thing is, we actually see Roscoe at the beginning of the episode, before the whole imagination sequence. And he's actually talking pretty decently. But Austin seems to actually be working on him. So, does that mean that Roscoe is actually Austin's legit robot toy that he made? Oh my goodness, that would be so cool if Austin was actually a young entrepreneur into robotics. That would be awesome. Austin was a pretty awesome hero, but Pablo was a very, very awesome villain. I mean, his legit reason for being a villain is he gets whatever he wants. I mean, that's basically the borderline for just about every villain, for just about many of the villains that we know of, right? It's crazy, and it's awesome. Also, his song slaps too. But I think my favorite song in the episode, we gotta walk that robot, walk like a robot. I think my favorite scene was Repairman Austin and all of his buddies sneaking into the robotics lab, and the whole robot chase with the Give Me the Remote song. Oh, it was so fun! And then the dramatics with Robot Roscoe being hunted down because he was the only good robot left that wasn't bugged. Oh, it was so exciting! I do particularly like that song, but I think Walk That Robot Walk has been the song that's most often gotten stuck in my head, which is why it's my favorite. And that's literally the only reason why I'm able to narrow it down in the first place. Now, the only reason I'm not giving this episode a 9 out of 10 is because there are so many 10 out of 10 episodes out there that I absolutely adore. So I'm personally giving this episode a 9.9 out of 10. How about that? This episode was very, very interesting. Because growing up, I've seen a lot of sci-fi robotic takeover movies. This was definitely a kid-friendly version of that. But I absolutely loved it. And I loved Roscoe. Okay, I guess that pretty much sums up my end of the deal. Or review. Sorry, my tongue slipped up. Anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. Enjoy Kimura's other episodes. Don't forget to like and subscribe to her channel. And put a like down below. And comment if you can. This is MLP Adventures signing off. Until I am summoned once again. Laters!
Thanks again, Bestie, for being here. Really appreciate you. You heard the girl. Like I said before, this episode was really, really good. For the other double lengths, this one was good, But compared to the other ones, it doesn't really compare, But that doesn't mean this episode did not start off season 4 with a bang. And I am happy that season 4 did start off with a double length. And, I'm so used to it being mid-season, but at the start, I'm all for it. I am all for it. So, I got my rating. She had her ranking. And you already know what I'm going to say. Tune in next time as we will be reviewing our, I would say second, but third episode of the season. Season 2, Season 4, Episode 3. Catch that train. See you all next time, and thanks again, Bestie, for being on here. Love ya.